Now, in the United States, we celebrate our Independence Day every 4th of July. And this celebration is in honor of the rights that have been fought so hard for each of you. The rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yet, because of narcissistic abuse, many of you are robbed on a daily basis of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. This is an ongoing battle. My name is Kevin, and this is the Royal We. And before I get into this message, I want to let you know that I do take one-on-one appointments. Down in the description box, you'll find access to my one-on-one calendar. Now then, let's talk about life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These are certain inalienable rights for you and for me. Liberty means that you have the ability to live the life that you choose free of unnecessary restrictions. And to be able to pursue happiness means that you live in such a way that you're able to love the way that you want to love. Now, the reality is because of narcissistic abuse, many of you, myself included, have experienced being robbed of these things because when you are in a toxic relationship, you feel like your liberty is gone. You no longer can live the life that you choose free of restrictions because the people are oppressing you in narcissistic abuse. Likewise, you feel like you are not able to pursue happiness. You're not even able to love people the way in which you want to love. You're not able to express your love freely because of the oppression of narcissistic abuse. Now, what makes narcissistic abuse and what makes the oppression so difficult is you feel this oppression, right? We all do. And it's hard to identify. Many of you don't know why. You still don't know why you feel so oppressed, right? And so we're constantly looking outside in the world of things that are happening and taking place. And this is the reason for our oppression. And that's the reason for our oppression. No. The truth is, the reason for your oppression happens to be the closest things to you in your life on a daily basis. And it's the one thing that we overlook. It's these small relationships of our daily lives that we overlook that actually creates the greatest amount of oppression in our own lives and threatens to rob us of liberty and our pursuit of happiness. It's not out there. It's not some hard to define thing out in the streets or out wherever. It's right in your home. But it's overlooked because we don't want to face the reality of narcissism and narcissistic abuse. It's difficult, but let me give you some examples. Some of your greatest oppression in this life comes from perhaps your own mother, who as you were being raised and even now compares you to your other siblings, your brothers and your sisters, says, why can't you be more like them? You ought to be more like that. You can't do this, you can't do that. That's one form of oppression. And if you are in your late 20s, 30s, 40s, and you're still dealing with that, it's no wonder you feel oppressed. It's that type of narcissistic abuse that threatens your liberty and your pursuit of happiness. Perhaps it's your father who's absent, never there for you, never encouraging you, never inspiring you, never leading you, never guiding you. This form of neglect that's ongoing is also a form of oppression. And you overlook it, trying to find your oppression somewhere else. But no, it's right there in front of your face at home. Or how about your brothers and sisters who talk about you behind your back, trying to crush your ambitions and your dreams? How dare you aspire to be anything greater than anybody else in the family you came from? But it doesn't just stop there. How about the oppression that you may feel at certain jobs where you're working, or certain groups of friends who smile in your face, but behind your back conspire against you and talk ill of you because of the changes that you're trying to make for the better in your life? You see, this is the oppression that we live under. And this is the oppression that you don't want to face because it's scary. What would it mean to acknowledge and realize that your biggest oppression comes in the form of narcissistic abuse of those closest to you. Maybe perhaps we should stop trying to look at oppression, the things that threaten our freedoms, as being out there, something that we've never seen or never witnessed. Why don't we, as people, start looking at the things that we do see on a daily basis, beginning with the people that we are spending time with on a daily basis? Because that's where you're going to experience your real oppression. That's where you're going to experience the threat against your liberty and your pursuit of happiness. It comes from what's right in your face, not from ideas and concepts that are way out there. It's what's in your face, what's in your way on a daily basis. This is what we need to conquer. This is what you need to be strong enough to walk away from. This is what you need to put your hands up and say, enough. This is what you need to call out, is saying, you are not going to threaten my rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness any longer. This means if you have to get this out towards parents, siblings, a spouse, a boyfriend, or a girlfriend, whomever it is, this is where you need to see your oppression coming from. And it's important to understand this, because if you understand that your oppression comes from what's right in front of your face, you'll realize that it's your choice in it to remove yourself or to stay. Okay? If you choose to overlook the oppression of narcissistic abuse that's in your face, then you will stay involved in these toxic relationships that are in your face while you spin your wheels and waste time thinking about things that are out there that you don't see, that may or may not even exist, that you're told is the reason you feel oppressed. You're told that these things way out there that you can't even really see are what's keeping you from being your best. Listen, you will be stuck where you're at, always trying to figure out how to stop that giant thing that may or may not exist, instead of looking at what's right in front of your face on a daily basis and being able to say, no, this relationship right here is what stands in between me and my liberties and my right to pursue happiness. Choose to be free. Choose liberty. Choose your pursuit of happiness. This is the freedoms, especially in the United States, that we're fought so hard for. Your rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Listen, I want to be a part of your healing journey. Down below in the description box, you'll find access to my calendar for one-on-one appointments, FaceTime, WhatsApp, telephone calls, also text messages. Also down below, you'll find access to Monday Night Live chat and Saturday morning Royal We Fellowship. Follow me on Instagram at Join the Royal We, and I'll be back with more videos for you right here on the Royal We.